Hello and welcome to Lunar Soul Tarot. Welcome back to those who've been here before and to my subscribers, and if you haven't been here before, a welcome to you too. Hope you're all well, and if not, I hope we can do something to help you feel a bit better and raise your spirits. So the full moon is illuminated by the sun, so it's a reflection of the sun, and some of you will be aware that the full moon is good for manifesting. It's also a good time for healing, because it's a good time to shine a light on any sort of outstanding issues or anything you haven't dealt with that needs to come up. So in effect, it's illuminating things that we might need to reflect on. It's also illuminating our dreams. It's illuminating the magical world, the world behind the veil, if you like. So what we're going to do is look at what we need to reflect or heal today. And in doing so, that kind of gives you a sort of opening or a fast track to what you then have to do next, to the next part of your spiritual journey. So I've laid out 3 cards and I'm going to turn them over. And this is the Enchanted 4-Axis Tarot. And we have the 2 of Air, so we have this lovely card, and it definitely relates to the subconscious self. And then we've got the shadows of the crows around it. So I personally love a crow. I think they're really intelligent birds. And then we have the 9 of Fire. So we have a good variety of areas here. And there she is with a fiery bow. And she's about to take aim at something. And we have the Ace of Earth. So, and I will say, air is about ideas. It's about, it's the mental world. So it's what you think, and it's working through ideas. So fire is about creativity, it's about passions and what drives us forward. And earth is about our more grounded selves and the material world. So pick a card, 1, 2 or 3. If you're attracted to more than one, that probably means you've got more than one topic to look at. And I'll leave you with those and we'll go on to the readings. So welcome to reading 1. So here we have the 2 of Air, and the 2s create a choice in our lives, and so it means you're thinking about something, or there's something you've got to decide on that you're not terribly sure about at the moment. So, and I've added a tree rune, that's elder. And what this is suggesting, elder is one of those trees which is connected with magic and sort of the Fey world, and it's about confronting issues that sometimes we're not all that happy to look at. So there's an element of taboo to this. But what I will say, or what I'm guessing at the moment, is there's something you should be looking at, or something that you've got a choice over, and I think you're a bit fearful of making that choice. And I think actually, if you go in deeper and actually hold the mirror up or confront it, I don't think it's going to be as fearful as you think it is. And I think it will be actually quite enlightening, and you will learn things about in a sense, about dealing with your fear. So let's pick some let's have some cards and move on. So sometimes the things you think or expect are going to be ugly to look at, or frightful, or are not the hardest things of all. And in fact, you start to recognise the beauty in them. So it's a card, I suppose, of trickery, but the trickery is looking at something that you thought was frightening that actually isn't. So there's nothing under the bed that's going to come out and bite you. And in fact, when you actually come close to it, you recognise the beauty in it. So classically, it's sort of like the face of the old hag, but when you look at the hag, you suddenly realise how beautiful the face is. So all the lines and all the wrinkles represent something, part of her wisdom. So I'm going to just take a couple more cards here first of all, and let's see what we get from this. So I've got oh, let's pop those back in. So here we go. Right, and I'll have two of these, and I'm going to have one healing card to give an idea on what you need to heal. Whoops. And I'm doing the 52 card pickup at the moment. So what I think, well, for the moment, I'm guessing, oh, we've got two there. Let's go with those two. Lovely. I'm getting don't stick your head in the sand. So ostrich styling. All right, let's have a look. So we have upper world. So these cards are quite hard to see, I'm afraid. Let's see if I can get some light on that so you can, that's better. So you can see it. That's good. And then we have peace. Yeah. Wandering path. Choosing your path. So, and then we have slow but steady. It's all good. So if you're feeling slightly blocked, or even if not blocked, you feel slightly sort of disconcerted about things, I would say don't worry. Go with it. I'm just going to move these up so you can see them better, because I'm looking at the camera and I can see. There we are. That's better. Great. Good. So if you're feeling slightly a kilter, out of sorts, maybe not, I don't think it's bad feeling, but it's a bit like having the collywobbles. You know, you get butterflies before you do something, and I would say don't worry. You have everything in place that you need, you're just not aware of it. And so what you need to be reflecting on for the moment is just keeping yourself on an even keel. So, and this upper world card I think is lovely. It's like a sort of, let's see if I can get that so you can, there we are. So it's like Leyline being sort of radiating in space. So, and I think what it's saying is you may be looking at things that are slightly alien to you. That could be ideas, that could be new concepts, it could be moving into a world where you're not sure what you've done that you haven't been into before. So I get the sort of image, right? When you go to a social event, and it's a social event with people that you've never met before, or that you haven't been aren't familiar with, and you're a bit concerned that you're not going to fit in, you're not going to you're going to be standing in the corner all night thinking, I don't fit in here, or I don't feel comfortable here. So actually, I think you will. I think you'll realise that when you get in there, that A, you are of interest to them, and B, they're of interest to you, because they can open you up to new things. And the nice thing about this is it's a very gentle flow of energy. Quite often when you get air cards, it's things that happen really quickly. You know, it's like whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. and this doesn't have a whoosh energy. It's like a sort of nice gentle breeze. So you've got time to sort of stand at the top of the steps and take a breath, or stand at the bottom of the steps and take a breath, whichever way you want to look at it, and get your head in order to confront this situation. So, and coming down here, it's wandering path. It's saying enjoy the journey. And I'm looking at the fox in this picture, and it's almost like he's about to wink at you. He's kind of like sort of going, go on, you'll be right. Follow me. So, and what it's saying is the choice actually isn't going to be as hard as you think it's going to be. And whatever you choose, either way, it's possible. Okay. It might be like starting a new quest, but that's very exciting, and that means you're going to learn things on the way. But the surrounding cards are, and this is the shamanic healing deck, and this is the shaman's deck, are really very peaceful. So slow and steady, and this has got a really sort of organic feel to it. So if you look here, this is like the ground, and it's got raindrops going in there. We've got a sort of turtle, and so it's sort of going into on one level, it's happening to you in the real world, if you like, in the upper world. On another level, it's happening to you in your emotional and spirit world. So this is just another part of your journey. And if you feel like you're going on a quest, well, whoa, how exciting. Anything you start out, any path you start out that's unfamiliar or untrodden is always going to feel a bit strange to you. That's the whole point of it. That's part of the excitement. If you speak to anybody that I've worked in with a lot of presenters and actors as a makeup artist, and if you speak to any of them, there's very few that won't say they don't have nerves before they go onto the stage or onto the set or whatever. And those nerves are actually very good, because that raises your adrenaline, that heightens your awareness, it makes you more receptive, it makes you, keeps your wits about you, so you're ready for things that come in. So, and as long as you can sort of like breathe through it, so those nerves don't, look at those nerves as friends, okay? They're there and they're saying to you, oh, this is exciting, let's go for it, okay? And the flip side of that is you don't have to swoop in too quickly. You've got time to think about this and to work out your choices, and do it in a nice, easy, calm, and reflective way. So I hope that helps. Just remember, the things that you thought, quite often, sometimes the things you thought were frightening are actually not frightening at all. In fact, they can be really, really interesting. So don't listen to anybody else, what they're telling you. Know yourself, that you are on the right path. You are being protected. And I hope you really can enjoy this, because you're going to be opened up into experiences, and I'm not talking like, abseiling down a building. I'm talking about meeting people who, types of people that you've never met before, or being in situations that you've never been in before, that you actually sort of stimulate you. And so be open to things as well. And I really hope this has helped you. And if you like, oh yes, like, subscribe, and what's the other one? Whatever. Thank you very much. I hope this has been of interest to you, and it sounds like you're going to have a really interesting time. So, good luck, and so big deep breath, and see what the world has got coming to you, because you've got spirit behind you to back you up too. Thank you very much, and I will see you in another reading. Okay, welcome to reading 2. So reading 2, you have this slightly sort of battle-worn looking fae, and they've got their flaming bow and sort of feathers awry. And behind them in the woods here, we've got lots of peering eyes. So I would say you are feeling slightly under pressure. I don't mean to laugh if you are, but you've come a huge way. You really have. And you're almost, if this is about a relationship or a project or just a particular situation in your life, you're almost there. So, and it's probably, it's like when you get to sort of very close to finishing something and you've got a deadline. And so, and the pressure is piling up upon you, and you start to feel, oh my God, I'm never going to get through this, or how did we get here in the first place? It's that kind of energy. However, what I'm going to say to you is, you are on target, because this bow and arrow tells me that. So let's have a tree to go with it and expand, and then I will draw some, rose, lovely. I would say the rose is all about devotion, and it's love, but love in its purest and highest form. So it is devotion to, it could be to a person, Again, it could be to a project. It could be a way of life, if you like. So there is religious devotion as well. So it could be to a belief system, but it is pure devotion. So it's saying that you've got the strength and endurance to get through this. You've also probably got support around you that you could call on if you need to. Now that might be just your sort of social network, your friends, it could be colleagues, it could be family, but you have got backup around you if you need it. And I think if you need to let off steam, just go and let off steam for a short while. It will just release enough tension for you to carry on with something. Let's have, I'm going to have a couple of these, and then we'll have some of the other oracle cards. This is a shamanic healing deck. It's the Shaman's Way oracle. So let's have a quick look. So 2 cards, please. So one of the things I'll say about the full moon is it does bring everything to the boiling point, if you like. It brings all sorts to the surface. So, and we're going to have one, we'll have 2 of these. There we go. Let's just move those up so you can see them properly. That's it. And another, that's it. One of those. And this is the shamanic healing deck. So we'll have one card to see what you need to heal. Let's see if I can get there. Okay. So let's start at the top. These cards are lovely, but they're a wee bit dark. Because I think it's like chalk on, or perhaps it's ink, I don't know. So we have a stalk, and it's a number 40, so it's 4, which is quite stabilising. So is it a stalk or a crane? So I hope you can see that properly. And, ooh, so we have a spear. And we running through here. And we have, they're like vines behind it. So it's like trying to get through. It's almost like it's trying to pierce its way through the vines. And that is a number 10. So, and 10 is the number of completion. So what it's saying so far is, I'm not going to say relax, because I don't think this is the time to relax. You can let off a bit of steam if you want to. However, you've just got the last hurdle to get to, okay? Oh, and look, I've got 2 cards here. So we'll move that along a bit, and that along a bit. and we'll have a look at these. So, joy and delight. How fantastic. Miracles. Wow. And navigating by the stars. Wow. Whatever you're doing, whatever you're working on, or whatever this situation is, it's going to be very successful. So, and in the terms of healing, it's going to open you up to, I'm going to say another level, but also to the realization of how not how deep your passion can be, because I think you probably already know that, but how you can shift things by your willpower. So in a sense, it is about healing, but it's also about manifestation as well. So, and here we go. So, home. This is lovely. So we have, so you really are on the last leg, if you like, and you just need to be patient with maybe with yourself or maybe with those around you, but I think it's probably more with yourself. And don't get frustrated if you're getting sort of pent up. What I'm saying is allow yourself time to pierce through your stress. So, and I think part of this is learning how to use your stress or the pressure to actually motivate. Some people are really good and really sort of pull it out of the bag, or can think out of the box. A couple of good phrases there. And I think what you've got to learn is to enjoy that if you don't. I've worked with a lot of creative people, and one of the things about being very creative is learning to manage and control and manifest, if you like, your ideas, your passion, your energy, and focus it. So, and I think this is what the dog rose here is telling us, that if you love something, and if you're devoted to something, sometimes you need to, when you're under pressure, remember why you're doing this, okay? So keep a clear mind on this. So if, and you are about to manifest this, or you are about to, it is about to complete, but it's that very last stage where it sort of comes to that sort of critical sort of, it's got to be done, it's got to be done. I need it to, I need this to work, and it's going to work because you've got everything there. You've put all the work in, and you've just got to let it do that little bit on its own to a degree. So, and what this is saying here, all the way along here, there's something going on in your subconscious or your spirit or your soul at the moment that's it's kind of shouting at you, if you like. So say, recognize this process, recognize how it stimulates you, how it drives you forward, and how you get this great sort of passion from it, and start to enjoy it, you know. Have a bit of humour about it, and that will lead you, that will open up any sort of blockages you've got and let the energy flow through freely. So, and I think that's what this sort of spear and the vines are all about. There doesn't seem to be any, as I'm not looking at it properly, no, there's no words on it, but that's, to me, it's like the spear is sort of going through this chaos, if you like, and out of this chaos you create something quite magical. So enjoy that process, recognize it, and it will bring you into a new state. On this card here we have a bit of a labyrinth, and on the top we have the sun, so it's like you've got the dawn here, so that's the new coming in once you've completed. But these two cards here suggest that you are sort of going deeper at the moment. And we've got, in fact, we've got two crescent moons here. And it's, again, it's the last crescent. So it's the final crescent. So you might need to sort of dig deeper and go into your subconscious. You might find you're having peculiar dreams, or there's some sort of feeling of magic going on. And I do think that's where your revelations are coming from. So healing wise, I don't think there's much to be done except to acknowledge what's going on in your subconscious mind, so that you can reflect and realize that part of this process is necessary for you to create, and part of this process is actually part of what drives you forward and part of what you enjoy. So it's a bit like sort of getting the adrenaline push, but not being able to use it in a positive way. So this is saying, realize it, and appreciate it for what it is, and So expect the wondrous to emerge and follow your bliss, because you do get a sense of bliss, or a sense of purpose, a sense of motivation, if you like, from this energy. Some people like to work very quietly and very slowly and very methodically, or like to approach things very quietly and very slowly and very methodically, and that works for them. It doesn't work for you. This works for you. Okay, so accept it, enjoy it, and then more will come through for you. But what you've got to do is learn, have the patience to learn that some types of adrenaline are good for you, okay? And can help sail you through and push you forward. So it's a bit like, because you're creating, because you've got this will inside of you, and because you've got this creative energy, you do have the ability to pull it out of the bag and create miracles. You just need to learn to navigate and know this a bit better, to become more comfortable with it. So next time you're doing it, once this is finished, the next time you're doing it, you'll suddenly realize, yep, here we go. Yep, I know this is good, I can feel it. And that's part of the labyrinth you've got to go down to see. So that's what you need to reflect on. That's what you've got to accept and start to recognize, so you can use that power and apply it to other areas of your life. It's a really fantastic energy to have, and it's a really, you can turn it into healing energy, you can turn it into manifesting energy, you can turn it to all kinds of other types of energy too. So I hope this has been of help to you, and you resonated with what I've said. What I can't remember is like, subscribe, all of that. Comment. I like to hear comments, because I like getting feedback from this. And I hope to see you on another reading soon. Thank you. Hello, and welcome to reading 3. So here we have the Ace of Earth, and it's in the terms of reflection or healing or even manifestation. This is a fantastic card to get, because it provides you with the energy of the earth, with material abundance and fresh start in that. So whatever it is you're wanting to do, or you think you want to move forward, there's an abundance of it for you. So I'm going to pull a tree rune, and then I will pull some other oracle cards, and we have the birch. You couldn't pair up a better pair. Birch is all about rebirth. So if there's something, if you're starting something completely anew, it's really good. Or if there's something you're restarting, that's also very good too. So let's have some of the shaman's cards. And there's a real vibrancy to this. So if there is something you need to heal, or a situation that has come to a head, it clears the way. So birch is also one of those sort of medicinal trees, and it has anti-inflammatory, anti-spasmodic, and anti-inflammatory properties, and it's a good herb or plant to work with if you've got any skin conditions. So if you're prone to rashes and things like that, if you've got sensitivities or allergies, it's a fantastic, it has fantastic healing properties for that. So let's just have two of, actually I'm going to have, yeah, we'll have two of these. That's good. And then finally, one of the shamanic healing cards. So we're looking for areas you need to reflect on and possibly heal or manifest. Okay, so higher self. Wow, that's beautiful. So, and this card is the number 30, and 3 is very much, oh, I've got 2 here. Okay, well, we'll bring one of those down there. And oneness. Wow. Okay, beautiful. And we've got the lemniscate there. Depicting the cycles and boundaries. Okay. Interesting. So I think what you need to be reflecting on, and it might be you want to do a bit of meditation or something, or just sit under a tree and sort of cogitate, think about, have a think. There's a lovely sense of peace about this. So it's not, and it's a nice, slow, easy energy. But what it's saying is you need to realize that even though in the sense we are all one, we're all energy, and we all come from the same source, there's a little bit of realization, or so you can't get too sort of about this. you've got to learn to work within your limitations. So let's have a look at these. Choosing your path. Oh, joy and delight. Fantastic. And duality. That's interesting. That's very interesting. They're all interesting. What am I talking about? So, yeah, I think you are quite connected with spirit. But what you're trying to define is, or what you're realizing is your connections, not just to your higher self, but your relationship with the earth itself, and how you work within those boundaries. So, and this is saying that, and I always think of this card as sort of a bit of a quest card. I don't know if it's of any interest to you, but this appeared in reading 1. And again, it was sort of like looking towards sort of finding the right way ahead to the right quest, if you like. So I'm also getting that you are looking for a new way or a new area of spirituality to work through, to connect with yourself and the universe and your world around you. I would look to the earth, look to hopefully finding yourself in a natural environment. So if that means that it could mean anything, but depending on where you live, if you live in the country, great, put your wellies on and go and have a trudge through the mud or whatever. I'm only saying that because it's been very wet here in the UK for the last couple of days, so we've had a lot of rain. And I think you will find sort of the flow you need through that. It might be you want to look at a bit of shamanism or sort of natural witchcraft or something like that. But there's a whole sort of new understanding and realization of how nature works here. That's what I'm getting from this. And it's lovely. It's really beautiful. So I think that's what you need to reflect on at the moment. And it's almost like finding your place within those boundaries. So how you relate to the earth itself, how you relate to the plants, to the people, all those different energies around you. And it's like finding that new if you like, to that understanding. So and here we have choosing your path, all is possible. So there's more than one route you can do that. The put on your wellies is the first one. Maybe you're somebody who connects well with water. I used to swim a lot, and I used to find that really a time of contemplation, Because once you sort of start breathing and getting into your rhythm, you then, your mind starts to empty, and you can, I find it a great time and space to meditate in. Some people say that when they do their running. I never found that with running at all. However, so but it's a good way to do it through some form of exercise like that. It's a good way to do it just through meditation, or just through walking is another way. So, and I think you're going to find more than one way to do it. I think you're opening your way up to 2 different paths for this, and you don't have to choose a path right now. There's plenty of areas to explore, and this is saying open your heart to joy. If you open up your heart chakra, you take in light, but you also give it out, and through that you actually raise your vibration, and it helps with your crown chakra as well, and puts you in a place of higher enlightenment. So nothing too complicated. But there's no kind of it's very nice because there's no kind of stress around you. In fact, it's quite magical. It's just working out how you're going to connect with that, and how you're going to do it within your own limitations. And we all have limitations around us. So that might be how you're going to fit it into your everyday life. But what this is saying, I mean, look at this seed in this card. So the seed is bursting out, and it's got roots to go down in the ground, and then it shoots to go above the surface. So I'm getting as above, so below. So this is really going to come in and balance your world. And it makes it a much wholer, a much oneness. It makes it a much more conscious experience on all sorts of levels. So and it, to a degree, it heals your spirit and your soul. So if there's anything you need to contemplate or heal, or if you're at the start of something new, it's a beautiful journey. It really is. And I think it's going to open you up to whole new possibilities. And I think you will see the world with completely different eyes at the end of this. So that's reading 3. So, and manifestation wise, what you're manifesting is a new path for yourself, a new direction. So healing, wow, lovely. Hope this resonated with you. And as I say, if you're not sure on way to go, you could look at reading 1, which kind of follows this quest idea. But it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Enjoy this period, and go out and howl at the moon or dance in the moon, whatever you want to do. And oh yeah, like, subscribe, all that stuff. And thank you for joining me, and I hope you join me again. Thank you very much.